What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Healthy Living Sessions podcast. And today I want to talk a little bit more about fitness. Something some buddies and I were talking about, and this is something that's been very prevalent in my life ever since I've really started working out, is the fact that people will complain about not being able to get in shape, not being able to lose weight. And they always ask the question to me and my buddies about, how do I lose weight? How do I get in shape? And then you start telling them, all right, well, maybe go for a walk, do a little bit of exercise, eat better. And the crazy thing is, they know they need to do it, and they'll say, I don't want to do that, or that's so hard, or I don't have time. They make up all these excuses, and it's sad, is because they're given this information, they're given very simple tasks of what they need to do. Not say you need to go run 5 miles a day, you need to be lifting for 2 hours a day, you've got to cut out all the carbs, nothing drastic like that. It's just, clean up your meals a little bit, eat a little bit less, and start moving more. It's as simple as that. If you want to lose weight, you need to eat less and move more. It really is just that simple. And I'm not talking about going from, just say you're at 3,000 calories a day and dropping down to 1,000 calories a day. I do not mean that at all by eat less. And unfortunately, a lot of people, even doctors, prescribe this. Doctors that are not dietitians prescribe this and say, oh, well, let's shock your system and put you down to 1,000 calories. Yeah, you're shocking it all right, and you're screwing it up too while you're doing that. And that's a huge problem. I don't understand why people do that. Yes, you lose a bunch of weight so quickly, but when you drop that much weight, after a while your body goes into starvation mode, and then you start holding on to fat, and you can't lose any more weight. And the only way to lose more weight, you got to eat less. Now you're down to probably 500 calories because you're doing everything drastically. And I don't know about you, but that is very difficult to do. 500 calories, you can't even go to a fast food restaurant and hardly get any meals under 1,000 calories. You think about that, you get one small meal that's 1,000 calories at a fast food restaurant, and you've doubled your intake now. Or if you just started with that 1,000 calorie diet that's so wonderful, you're losing so much weight, you have one meal a day. That sounds pretty miserable to me. And so many people, ask me, why do you always eat chicken or rice? Of course, staple bodybuilding diet. It's one of the cheaper ones. It's one of the easier ones. But why do you always eat chicken and rice? Every day you're eating the same meal. You cook all the food, and then you basically have leftovers, and you keep heating it up. And that's because, one, I want to make sure I know what I'm eating. Two, I know it's good for me. And three, it's a little bit cheaper, which helps as well on the budget. And four, I can eat more throughout the day. Because chicken, rice, and vegetables, they're all lower in calories compared to all this food, especially when you go out to eat. Those are very high in calories, and so you get a low amount of volume as far as food goes. And so you end up, yes, you could go out to eat and eat 3,000 calories, or you could eat at home, eat that chicken, rice, and vegetables, and have 3,000 calories as well. And net, they're both 3,000 calories. Now your protein, carbs, and fats are going to be totally different, but net overall for the calories is the same. So you're thinking, okay, cool, great, it's the same. You could do the, if it fits your macros scheme, which I do that during bulking mostly. But anyways, you could do that scheme and just make sure you're hitting your macros, which is great. If you want to do that, it works. You can lose weight doing that as well. But if you're like me, always starving, you want to make sure that you're eating a lot cleaner foods, more wholesome foods that are end up being a lot more volume overall, because you're going to be less hungry throughout the day. Of course, if you're going into a bodybuilding show or really trying to cut weight, stuff like that, as you are cutting more and more weight, especially with the bodybuilding shows, you're just going to inevitably starve or feel like you're starving because you're not eating as much. But the whole point that I'm trying to get at is that you have to be tactful and the way you go about losing weight. And it all starts very simply. If you have, if you never eat quote unquote healthy, you never work out, you're hardly doing anything, you sit down at a job all day. The thing I like to tell the people that I give advice to and that take it, a lot of them don't, but the ones that actually do take it and apply it, it really helps them out. But it's as simple as, going for a walk for 15 minutes. If that's all you can get, go walk for 15 minutes and, cut the carbs out of your breakfast. I mean, it's as simple as that. I'm not saying that, carbs are the enemy or anything. I think carbs are good, but a lot of times, especially in America, all the food's very starchy. There's a lot of carbs in everything that we eat. So I think it's just, cut out some of those carbs. I guarantee you're probably eating too many carbs if you're not working out at all. You're not doing any kind of extracurricular activity. You're not moving much at all. You probably could cut out those carbs. So just as simple as cutting out some carbs for breakfast. More a bigger step than that is making breakfast a good meal, a good wholesome meal. Not just, let me run to Starbucks, get a latte and a muffin, something like that, or go over to Dunkin' Donuts and get me coffee and a donut. You need to make sure that you're moving a little bit and that you're having that wholesome breakfast. That's an easy way to start. And if you don't eat breakfast for whatever reason, I suggest that you start eating. But if you don't eat that, do it for dinner then. Make dinner your one meal, or make lunch. Make one meal out of the day is what I'm trying to say. Make that one meal a good meal. You can control one meal. You can control 15 minutes. You can find 15 minutes in your day. The thing is, when people ask me and like I said, my friends for advice, they often just want to hear what they want to do, not what they need to do. And that's a big problem. If you really want to change something, you have to listen to what people say. You have to apply what that is. So if you're trying to lose some weight, just eat a little less and move a little more. Guys, share this with somebody who has, maybe they have these frustrations. Maybe they can, find a new way to be able to talk to people about how to lose weight, or when somebody asks them that question, they can answer it a little bit differently. Or those that actually need to lose some weight that that you love in your life, that you care for, and they want to hear from a different person. Maybe they're not wanting to hear it from you anymore. Show them this video, or, send them the podcast, wherever you're listening to this at, let them know you're thinking about them and that somebody else is saying it, not just you, because a lot of times when it comes from a close friend or family member, it just doesn't stick. So make sure you go out there and share this, like, comment, review, you know what to do. And guys, have a healthy and blessed day.